Right, okay, so we've watched two extracts from Gavin and Stacey. You've watched episode 2 and episode 3 of series 3. Starting to get to know these characters a bit more now. So we're looking at mise-en-scene characters. We're also looking at camera angles you need to start thinking about as well. But most importantly, representation, because that is the part of your exam paper. Okay, so we're going to start off. I'm going to start off at the back with Levid. Levid, can you give me a way that you think the Welsh are stereotyped in Gavin and Stacey so far?
When they say half and half.
Explain that a bit for me.
Welsh people normally use that Barry and Harry.
When they state half and half, what did you mean by that?
Typical Welsh saying.
A typical Welsh saying. So Levid is using a quote, half and half. Okay, so let's take that quote and let's pass it over to Anaya. Can you think of another quote that was said that could possibly link to what Levid has said and is similar in terms of showing Welsh people?
I do. Cracking idea.
Cracking. Okay, who said it?
Nessa.
Nessa said cracking. So on the back of Nessa then, okay, let's, Pharrell, give me a way. Why does cracking and the line cracking, why does it suit that character? Tell me about the way she looks. Okay, so we're saying she's looking, trampy is the word here. Rockers, can you tell me a way that you could maybe explain trampy a bit more to me? Doesn't care about how she looks. Okay. Do you mean as in she's not particularly bothered about what other people think of her? Okay. That's the other side of it. Because we said last lesson, didn't we, that she's rough and ready, but she's also very tough as well. Okay, so I'm going to give you a question. Warmed you up a bit. I'm going to give you a question. I just want you to really think about how you would answer it, okay? So I'm going to phrase it very similarly to a 2 marker that you would have on a paper. And the one I've got is, how would you describe the mise-en-scene? How would you describe the mise-en-scene in Gwen's house? Okay, how would you describe the mise-en-scene in Gwen's house? Have a think about it. 20 seconds. Whoa. Don't want you to talk about it. Gwen is Stacey's mother. Okay, so think about where she lives, whether it be external or whether it be internal. How would you describe the mise-en-scene? You also need to think about what makes mise-en-scene. Okay, Mr. Williams.
Mise-en-scene is like so your costume, the settings, and the lighting, and all that. And Gwen's house is like her generation, so sort of her time, so old-fashioned in people's eyes, in like Gavin.
Lovely. Pass that on to somebody else. Choose somebody that you want me to pass the question on to.
Ethan.
So Josh has said, Ethan, Josh has just said it's old-fashioned. Okay, give me one example of how Gwen's house is old-fashioned.
Carpet. Curtains as well, like it's old, I don't know.
You've mentioned 2 things, curtains and carpet. Can you be descriptive, Ethan?
The TV.
Okay, what colours? Give me colours or give me patterns.
It's like grey.
Grey
like
colours.
It's black and white as well.
Okay, so you're saying that shows old-fashioned, yeah? It's not modern. Okay. Layla, right. Ethan has just mentioned TV, carpets. Can you compare that to the house of Pam and Mick in Essex, please? How would you describe their house?
More modern.
Yeah? How? Pass it on to somebody.
Ryan.
Okay, so we're saying more modern. Ryan, I know you can answer this because I've seen the notes on your sheet. So more modern, Pam and Mick. against the old-fashioned house of Gwen, okay? Give me an example of how that house is specifically more modern. Is it bigger then?
Yeah.
Is it a flat screen?
Yeah.
What type of screen does Gwen have in her house then? She's got an old box TV, yeah? Okay. So we've gone with the TV. Great. Plasma against the old box TV. There's something even more obvious, Shannon, than that.
The layout.
The layout. Explain to me what is more obvious about the layout.
Because in Gwen's house it's all like closed and combined.
Yes.
Whereas when they're in Gavin's mum's house, it's like opened areas and like the kitchen leads into the living room. It's all.
Okay. Shannon has just said, Jacob, closed and confined. Okay. And then open, wide spaced internally.
Yeah.
How externally is Gwen's house shown? On the outside, what do we see? Bear in mind, internal, she's
All
closed and
like-
confined.
Like there's a street, all the houses are attached to each other, and then in Pam next house, it's like a single house that's moved away from the other ones.
Yeah, so it's the words there, right,
Yeah.
are detached as opposed to,
Semi-detached.
it's not semi, because there's houses on both sides. What is it? Terraced, okay? It's terraced housing against detached, spacey housing. Okay, in the next one that we're going to start watching, I want you to specifically now look just at maison scene. Okay, John?